something bad to happen. I don't know. That's just me.
Why something bad though?
Because something bad always happens with me.
Don't say that.
It's just something. I don't know how to explain it. I just have come to expect to never win.
Don't say that.
Yeah. It is what it is.
DJ Subu Live presents.
Hello everybody, welcome to DJ Subu Live, creative platform, and this is where we get to connect with creatives. And when I say creatives, the other day can be a producer, can be a DJ, can be a vocalist, can be a songwriter, it can just be a comedian, or it can just be anybody that is in the creative industry. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting our other podcast, The Hustler's Corner. This is a brand new one as well, where we get to celebrate these amazing creative South Africans. The person that I'm sitting with, I am so proud of her, and I'm actually glad that she's back in the game, because at some point she took a stint and I didn't even think she was coming back into the music industry. But I'm glad that she came back and she gets another nomination. And when she left the game, she had another summer nomination at the time. Probably this is the time, probably to open all some other artists' work. Second album, third album, blow up on the fourth album. Some artists put out first album, blow up. Some artists, second album. Some artists, third album. So it happens differently. And right now in the social media age, some other people can just be trending. John Vulike becomes a hit song. It kickstarts somebody's career. So there's different ways in how people eventually get the platform that they deserve or the recognition that they deserve. Let me give you a bit of a profile of this person I'm sitting with. Bonin Kabecha. She's a bona fide rock star. She's bold. She's got a very sassy persona, unapologetic, striking style, edge and expression they will draw you closer to her authenticity. It is that authenticity that creates a pure vulnerability, the tone, and that rawful, unfiltered soul in her voice. The minute you see her performances, hear her voice and music, you'll definitely be blown away. She's been putting in work. The resume is so long, but she's a graduate with a Bachelor of Arts from the Triple A School of Advertising. She majored in brand management, furthered her studies at the Vega School for Branding, Digital Media Marketing, Business, and she majored in Communication and Strategies. She also went on to complete a DJing course as well. So she has been very focused in her art. She worked with Soul Candy at the Institute of Music, and she is currently registered with the Academy of Sound Engineering in Auckland Park at the SABC. And she is currently South African Music Awards 2022 nominee. And we're here to celebrate her. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lady X.
Hello. Morning. Hello.
I'm so proud of you.
Hello. I'm so proud of you. Stop working.
I can't.
Stop working.
Somebody was saying, you already have a podcast. Why do you have to? We're in the online era.
True.
So I always say,
I'm learning that too.
You are either the creator or the consumer.
Yeah.
Or producer or the consumer.
Yes, sir.
In real life, I'm a creator. I'm a producer. I produce things. I create things. And in this online community as well, I want to do the same. I want to be a producer because I can see everybody is now eventually on the internet.
Yeah, and inspiration, man.
No, it goes.
Inspiration.
I think that's the first thing I'm going to say, though. Congratulations with the summer nomination. How does it feel that you've just made the decision to come back into the music industry and you're already landing a summer nomination?
Look, when I got the call, I had literally just come back from the hospital, and I was sitting in bed, and this phone rings, and I'm like, landline, what's going on? You know, we run away from landlines because we run away from debt.
Yeah. No, it happens.
But I answer the phone, and it's Risa. So I'm like, hey. So I recognize the person on the phone because I always build relationships with people from entities. And she's like, Lady X, how you doing? And I'm like, I'm okay, girl. How you doing? She's like, I wanted to let you know that you've been nominated for Artist of the Year for the Summers. I'm like, I just stopped there, yeah. What do you mean Artist of the Year? I'm like, but my EP, The Rebirth, just came out. And she's like, no, you've been nominated for all of the work that you did last year. And I released an EP that was titled Yesterday. It featured Tyler ICU, Ali Keys did a dance version. He also did a live version, and then I did an unplugged version with my band, and she was like, yeah, people have voted for you. Because, you know, for Artist of the Year, the people vote. It's not, you know, generally for the SAMAs, you hand the thingy in and then you pay that whole the submissions and the whole situation. But Artist of the Year it's the fans, it's the people that vote. So I was shocked. I think I'm still shocked.
That one is very important because that's who we make the music for.
Right,
and
right.
I've won Artist of the Year before more than once, and it's a beautiful thing. No, what I'm trying to say, I know the feeling.
Yeah,
So I know the feeling for being nominated. I also know the feeling for winning. But just being nominated on its own, that's why we always say as music, just being nominated on its own, it just means so much. Just because of the recognition, because of the work that you've been putting in for many years.
Most def.
And then maybe before we even continue, let me just mention, guys, she's nominated alongside the likes of Msaki, Musa Keys, Reese. She's nominated with the likes of MT, Young Stana, Makadzi. Like, you nominated with the big guns.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, what's going on here? I don't understand what's happening. And everyone that like I've spoken to is like, you know, dude, Lady X, like, I don't think you actually realize not only the impact that you've had, but the amount of respect people have for you in and out of the industry. And I think because I've had so much disappointment in the industry, I've become very a combination of numb and I don't know, numb and just I think I just don't feel anything anymore. I'm just constantly waiting for the ball to drop or something bad to happen. I don't know. That's just me.
Why something bad though?
Because something bad always happens with me.
Don't say that.
It's just something. I don't know how to explain it. I just have come to expect to never win.
Don't say that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
For me, it's crazy for you to say that because before you even left the game initially, you were a summer.
So sorry, everybody. I need to make sure nobody disturbs this.
No problem. You were a summer nominee.
Yeah.
That on its own is a win, and I know we often say that, but honestly though, out of all the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of amazing musicians and creators in South Africa, that nomination for me, it does put up some sort of validation to say I'm actually good enough. I'll probably just need to push even further.
Yeah.
Maybe the criteria wasn't the one. Maybe I was overlooked for whatever reason. But I really do believe that I'm now maybe almost close to there. You know? And then you just left the industry.
I did.
Was it for the same reasons?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, it just, for me, the industry had just become a dark place, and I just didn't want to be part of the darkness and the lack of honesty, the lack of authenticity. I just didn't want to be part of it anymore. I pride myself in, right now I do, pride myself in putting my mental health first. And for me, the space just wasn't good for my mental health anymore. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I left. I did.
What happened?
Well, real talk. Well, so I got nominated for Best R&B Soul for my 2018 album Love Life Complicated. It was an incredible honor. Everybody was very excited. I mean, I was competing against the greats, people that are signed to major labels. So the night comes and they moved, the category is generally on a Saturday, like on the big night, but it was moved to Friday, but they never told us as artists. So I arrive on the Friday and already there's a red carpet and everything, and I'm like, what's going on here? And they're like, no, it's your night's category. And I'm like, but how? I don't understand. And something emoyen wam just said, because I tried to like start getting ready and all of that, but something emoyen wam just said, I don't think you should go. So as I go downstairs, abantu manje sebephuzile, okay, people in the game, we get excited when we see liquor, and I obviously didn't win for the category, and to have people come to me, people from those big labels come to me and say things like, I'm really, really sorry, you really deserved this, but we had to give it to artist A. I will not name names, because we as a label had to recoup all the money that we had spent, and to have other, executives and people that work not only at that label but other major labels come and tell the truth and kind of, share that kind of information was very disheartening for me, because I'm an independent, own my own record label, I do everything. That was my heart, my soul, my money, my strength, my everything. And to just be told that like, you deserve it, but sorry, this is the game, this is how it works, it killed me. And I just was like, I can't take this anymore. And it just had been like too many things that had happened within the industry, and for me that was like the cutting point where I was like, you know what, I am a highly educated female, I am a highly independent female, I don't need to do this, I love this. And also another thing is, when I was growing up watching the Samas and watching my icons, and legends go up on that stage, the Samas are like the Grammys for us, it was my dream. And to be in the industry and find out and hear the truth, the dark truths about what happens behind the glitz and the glamour and everything that you grow up watching, it's like shocking to the system. So I just couldn't, I just was like, I don't need this. I can't take this anymore. And then after that, I went into depression. I was also going through like just personal things and cultural things, and just everything together was just like, I can't, like my mental health, I actually can't. I can't keep giving myself to this craft, to I call it my birthright. It's my calling. Singing is my calling. I've worked in PR, I've worked in an office, I've done absolutely everything, but nothing completes me more than creating music, more than performing, more than being on stage, more than sharing this part of me. But to constantly be giving you everything the way I do, and always being, hit in that manner constantly. If it's not that kind of door being shut in your face, it's you being blocked on radio because stupid male egos. It just became too much, and I just couldn't take it.
What does it take to run your own label when you're also an artist? Now you're speaking about for you to get radio spins, there's certain things or relationships you have to belong to. Some artists in the past have spoken about payola and those type of things,
It is exhausting. And that's the truth.
Challenging, né?
It's challenging. It's because you have to be Lady X. You have to look like Lady X. I mean, that's not hard for me because it's who I am. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But you also constantly have to keep the brand in mind all the time. You have to maintain relationships with, compilers. It's like a constant, how do I say? It's constant chess moves, and constant chess moves are exhausting. And it makes it hard for you to just be an artist, because sometimes if you're recording in studio, you now have to deal with other things. You remember, oh, there's this admin, and then this is, I need to send this to the DSPs, I need to do this, and it's a constant, there's no stopping. So it's very hard to just be an artist. And like I said, to constantly be keeping in your mind that, oh wait, don't forget, not everybody is in your corner. Remember, this is a chess game. Every move you make, there's a counter move. And you constantly have to think the possibilities of that counter move and how are they going to impact brand Lady X. You always have to take yourself, your emotions out of everything you do. And that's very hard, because I'm obviously an emotional being. That's why I'm an artist. I'm a creative. I'm an emotional being. It really, taxing and draining, it doesn't even begin to explain what it is. It is a lot.
It's hard, no?
It's hard.
What made you come back?
What made me come back? Oh my gosh.
It's the love, ne?
Yeah.
The passion.
I just, you know what happened? COVID actually made me come back. My publisher, when I got nominated for my debut album, Love Life Complicated, I met up with somebody, then ACA, Africa Creative Agency, signed me as their artist. And
that's a big agency.
Yeah. So then Mzwa became my publisher, who is Africa Creative Publishing. And he was like, and I told him, I told everybody, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And they were like, we'll see. And then during COVID, I started, experiencing music differently. I started I laugh at myself because I call myself, I'm like a white girl trapped in all of this beautiful melanin, because I started exploring dance and every subgenre, within dance. I started falling in love with DJing. I mean, I started becoming obsessed with your Nora and Pures, your Ben Bomas, I started falling in love with dance, and it just ignited something inside of me. And my publisher, Mzwa, who ended up A&Ring the Rebirth EP, was like, I see where she's going. And so he started putting me together with incredible producers. First, he put me in studio with Ali Keys. I think he could tell that I just needed to I just needed some keys, and I just needed to let it out. It actually started just before COVID, and it carried on throughout COVID. And when Ali Keys, when we met, we chilled out, and then Ali was like, smoke a J. I was like, okay. So we chilled out, and he was like, okay, so what do we do? And I was like, let's just jam. Don't worry about it, just play. So Ali Keys started playing. I was like, And then I was like, switch the mic on. And then I said to him, oh, by the way, the trick with me is when I'm in studio, you never ever switch the mic off, because I never know what's going to happen.
And you never know when the spirit
take over.
And that moment.
I think you've seen me in studio, you never ever switch it off. And I was within my feels, because I was in a relationship, but I was kind of deciding, is this relation, do I need to be here? I think it's time for it to end. I'm not okay. There was I was just having so many things. And the thing is about my music is every single song is my life. So the first song we did was Yesterday. So he started playing, and I was like, yesterday I called. He was like, you keep using, I keep again. you. He was like, oh my God. And I was like, every time I call, you the stranger in my closet, babe. 'Cause yesterday I called. And then he was like, don't stop singing. And then I just kept going and going and going and just crying. And I started crying and I just kept going and I kept saying, you're the stranger in my closet, babe. 'Cause yesterday I called. And it just kept going and going and going. And then I was back. And I started singing my truth. And then he kept bringing and introducing me to incredible producers. I think after that, he introduced me to Claudio, who works with like your Sanals, yeah, you know. And the moments Claudio heard my voice, he was like, I have a beat. And then he played it and I was still going through my, should I break up? What's going on? And that track was titled Let 'Em Go. And it was, you know, baby, could you one day see me how I see you? And it was just, I just kept telling the truth and everyone was like, please stay in pain.
They always say creatives deliver their best work.
So it just kept like going through So they just like everyone just kept going, okay, Lady X, we're very sorry for everything you're going through, but can you just keep the pain in your life? And it just kept going. And then after that, he introduced me to Cool Drink. Come on, you know, Cool Drink is gonna give you that go. So that was really cool. Cool Drink sent me this incredible instrumental, and that's when I was now really into dance. Like I was just, I became happy because I started feeling myself again. I started feeling alive, and I said to myself, I was asking myself, do you dare to dream? So I said to myself, do you dare to dream? Do you dare to dream? And I was like, sometimes I just wonder how I'd feel. Then I was like, maybe it's just all a lie. Maybe I just fantasize that one day I'll be free to live. Oh, dream. And then that was the song. So every single time I would get introduced to a producer, I was always in a certain vibe, in a certain mood. Then Ty Wonder came and he was like EDM and techno, and it just kept becoming more and more amazing. And then Tyler ICU came and it just kept, yeah. And then now it's dance.
It's dance, and now we are in an Amapiano era.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. You're a musician. And
yeah, I know,
the
right?
way your voice is so powerful, I believe you can do anything. Have you explored?
Well, so when I did yesterday, right, it started obviously with Ali Keys, and then he did the dance version. And then Tyler ICU heard it, and he was like, hell no. I want my own version. So he did his own version. And it got me to, you know, the Psalmers, right? Because people heard that and then they kept hearing more and more. And then, then I also got hooked up with Cornelius, and everyone loved Wella. We were on 6 playlists
congratulations.
6 playlists on iTunes and Spotify in 2 days. So that was insane. And he's, Cornelius is like dance. He's my kind of, that kind of dance that I like. Cornelius, my piano, how do I do this transition? Because Wella was, because we have a studio, like publishing, and like we have a studio, and that was the first time I was going into like the big studio now, and I was scared because I was like, oh my God, am I going to be able to do this? So I said to myself, X, you need to put the past in the past. You need to look to the future. So I just said, Wella, Wella, londa by way. amanxeba awapheli thatha umthwalo indlela inde ungashoni. And I kept saying ungalahli themba. And I was like, okay, this is me telling myself, look to the future. And all of those scars and all the pain that you've carried within the industry and in life, you got to put that in the past. You need to move forward. This is a new chapter. It is what it is.
Thank you.
Keep going.
I'm glad that you're now approaching it in that manner.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're leaving that baggage behind.
Yeah. All that pain and all that darkness. You know, it's if you're gonna keep living in could've, would've, there's so many mistakes we make as human beings. I've made so many mistakes. I have been hurt. I have goodness, we could cry me a river forever, but you can't cry me a river forever. At some point, not only do you have to take accountability for your part in every decision and every step, but you need to take notes and be like, okay, when that happened, what did I take out of it? And that's what I've done. And I've just said, ngumthwalo indlela inde ungashoni jonga phambili. And that's exactly what I'm doing. You got to keep keeping on. I know everybody keeps saying it. It's really easier said than done. But when you actually get up and you do it and you see yourself actually doing it, it's like, wow, okay, I'm doing this. I can do this. Whatever I put my mind to and whatever decision I make, and I say to myself, you're going to do this. You will rise above this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I end up succeeding.
Definitely,
somehow.
yes, you can. And I do believe that you'll do better even this time. But
Yeah.
what are you going to do differently this time?
I'm not going to attach emotions to any decision I make. I pride myself in being professional in every aspect. I'm also going to be more let go, let flow, because I've got ACD, guys. I've got OCD. Sorry, so I obsess over the tiniest details, and as a result, I panic about things. I also suffer from anxiety, so I'm going to do that differently. Let go and let flow, not nitpick about every single sound, every single look, because I'm the creative strategist for everything. Every album cover you've ever seen, I've always styled it, I've always conceptualized it. Every music video you've ever seen, it's always been styled and conceptualized by me. Every single thing that is Lady X has always been me. But now I've decided to be less freaky outy, and if something goes wrong on the day, or if something is not going my way, or, it's just not working the way I planned it, it's okay. I've learned to start saying, everything happens for a reason. It's gonna work out. Relax. And I've actually noticed that the more I adopt that, the more things work out and the better everything works out in terms of timing and how things just happen. It's working. What else am I going to do? I'm going to trust the people that I have around me more and try to be less in control of every aspect, but also be in control. I don't know if that makes sense. Everybody that works with me knows exactly how I want things, because I'm a very good communicator and I work really well with people. So I communicate, but I'm now learning I have to trust them. And I've learned that when you show people you trust them, it just ignites something within them even more, because they want to prove that you've trusted me with your career, essentially, because I am. If I'm giving you an idea and a concept or anything that I've imagined and I'm trusting you with it, like I'm literally trusting you with my everything. This is my image, this is my everything. Or if I'm trusting you to be my aggregator, I'm trusting that you are going to do the best for me, that you are gonna pitch my song and you're going to get the best playlisting possible. I have to trust. And that's very hard for me because trusting humans doesn't come very easy for me. And I'm learning to trust the humans that I have chosen to be part of this journey. I think that's maybe some of the things I'm changing.
Skills-wise and performance-wise, I do know that you are currently taking DJing classes.
Yeah.
I do know a lady, an amazing talented sister by the name of Anand, who happens to be Louis Vega's wife. She's a vocalist. She's a writer, a songwriter. But she's also an amazing DJ. And it's amazing on how she incorporates all of her skills and still be on the decks and rock a crowd. Are you maybe thinking about exploring incorporating DJing in your performances or in your art?
Am. I'm excited about it. I will definitely give a shout out to, I met up with the incredible Mr. Dino, the Bravo himself.
Oh, my boy, my man. What's up, Dino? Dino Bravo.
And being coached by him is incredible. And he also asked me that question. He was like, okay, I see you're very much into, dance. I can see what you're about. And dance excites me. And I've been thinking about how do I, fuse the two live elements, because essentially they're two live elements. How do I create the signature of DJ Lady X, not Lady X, just the powerhouse vocalist, the crazy person that goes, bazonkers on stage when it's live, but how do I fuse them together? And I'm finding that being a student at the Academy of Sound Engineering and learning everything I'm learning, but also taking, being mentored by Dino and all the music that I'm listening to, it's starting to kind of frame something that I'm working on, because you can't just be like, okay guys, and yes, yeah, I'm here. You have to, it has to be, should I say a package? It has to make sense. So when you ask me that, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I mean, am I going to sing live? I'm still figuring it out.
Okay.
I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
I think you'll help me also.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
Because it's all art, right?
It is art. And I want it to be my thing. Like, it must be my signature. Do you know what I mean? We have to create something that's Lady X. Like, if Lady X is playing here, something is going to happen.
I get you.
Yeah.
But you know what I love about you is that you're willing to learn. You're teachable. I don't think anybody arrives in this life. I believe there's a lot of things that we have to consistently evolve and keep teaching ourselves, especially as creatives. I think a lot of creatives, when they're doing well, we turn to be in a comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
Because we believe this thing comes easy, it's God-given. I was born with it. But you have to consistently work on yourself.
And it took me a while to learn that too. Like, because when I was at Wits School of Arts, I was a jazz major. So at some point when it came to performing, I used to, take it lightly, like, I don't need to warm up, I don't need to practice. I know my songs. Until, I think there was one performance where I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I am not warm. My vocals are not warm. I'm not in tune with my DJ. What is going on here? And I was so embarrassed. I was so ashamed. Everybody else thought the performance was okay, but I was embarrassed for myself because I can do better and I can be better. And it's true, we become complacent as artists because we're like, I'm the best. Me, I can sing anytime. You know what I mean? And it's very important. And I would tell any and every vocalist, any DJ, any producer, knowledge is power. Practice does make perfect. Because now I actually warm up before performances. I give myself like a minimum of an hour where I'm warming up my voice, I'm drinking tea, I'm relaxed, I'm in warm clothes, because I don't ever want to be embarrassed of myself. I don't think I could handle it.
Top 5, I'm being generous and I need to 5. I wanted to say 3. Top 5 greatest South African musicians of all time.
Thandiso Mazwai, Simphiwe Dana, Brenda Fassie, I could put Zonke in there because the way she is dedicated. I remember some producers I've worked with, they're like, dude, you remind us so much of Zonke, because when we're in studio, you're like you're here. You know what's going on.
That's how Zonke works.
Yeah.
Hands on.
You're like hands on. You know what's going on production wise. You know the buttons. It's you hear everything when it comes to mixing. You hear everything when it comes to mastering. I would definitely put her in there too. I mean, the dedication. Come on with it. I don't know.
Okay, Dream features locally.
Black Coffee.
Only. You have to think about it that long.
Buhle Bendalo.
Oh.
Brenda Mdambo.
Oh, now you're talking.
I think Zonke and I would actually make an incredible song together. I think our voices. I think our voices together would. Whoa.
Because your voice is very versatile.
Yeah.
As much as right now you're inspired by dance.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you can still pull it off. You can pull off jazz. You can pull off Afro soul, Afro pop.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
Well, I mean, I just released, so we had Wela, which was the first single from the Rebirth EP with Cornelius. I just released Wela Unplugged, and it's now under like Afro Soul and everything on like all the playlists. So that's really exciting. And everyone now wants me to go back to Afro Soul. Yeah. So you never know. So and I did do a unplugged version of the Rebirth EP. So, you know, so with those, I think those would be...
Okay.
I think so. I think that was 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 4, but it's okay.
I don't know. And also, I think that maybe, there's this. I don't know if you know this guy. His name is like DJ Swoo. So I heard like a rumor that he wanted to do a remix or like a reincarnation of this classic song that he used to have. I don't know if you guys know this song. Does anyone know this song? Do you know this guy?
I've got an unfinished collaboration with you.
We
actually set up a studio time. We never finished working together.
Did we?
And I think we parked that collaboration and we never finished
somewhere.
I think now that we're on camera,
yes,
we have to collaborate and just get it done.
Yeah,
I would be very, very honored to work with you.
I would be honored to work with you. I think we would like create something quite amazing. So I don't know. There's that guy. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know him.
No, I'm honestly honored when a lady asks. I'm looking forward to doing some work with you. I really do believe you're one of the most amazing musicians we have. And I've always said to people like yourself that your time is coming. I know it irritates to keep hearing that.
Man, yes, it's a scratch. It's
but you know what? But it is true. It is true. And this thing happens differently.
Yeah, everybody, and I keep hearing it, and a lot of people keep saying to me, Lady X, the one thing you need to understand is that your journey isn't going to be like everybody else's. And us as the people in the industry that have watched you throughout the years, wow, we really like how you're like developing and like growing. And I'm like, where are my flowers? When are they coming? But I think I might be okay with how I'm going. I'm at peace.
You're walking your own journey.
Yeah, and I'm finally okay with it now. Yeah.
I'm glad you are.
I'm okay. Yeah. I smile more now. I'm happier.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah, I'm in a good place. I'm
glad you are. As much as they say you guys deliver the best work when you're not that happy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you are happy.
I'm happy, but I'm also inside my feelings. But I choose to be like this and take it in its stride and be grateful that I'm waking up and be grateful that I'm awake and be grateful that someone like you wants to sit down with me and be grateful that people are listening to the music I'm putting out. I'm grateful to be nominated, grateful that people think of me. I'm grateful.
Yeah, sometimes we forget to live in the moment and enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah, and
we're
was
consistently chasing the moment of success.
Exactly. Remember when you asked me what else are you doing differently?
Yeah.
I'm learning to pause more and not like I used to be like, what's the next single? What do I do next? What next? And I've learned to be more focused on the strategy and stick to the plan and not freak out when like if it's not picking up fast enough, if it's not doing this. It's coming.
Thank you.
Take your time.
I'm glad I was just here to celebrate you.
Yay.
I'm looking forward to a fuller interview.
Yes.
When we sit down and we do a proper full 2-hour interview.
I know, we could talk forever.
I just wanted to come and celebrate you and welcome back into the game. Thank you for the incredible work. Go in there and have fun, man. Sometimes we forget to have fun.
Yeah.
Go and have fun.
Yeah. I'm going to have so much fun and I'm just gonna say.
And don't put it out and hope for a hit. Put out the next one and hope for a hit.
Yes. Yeah, that's another thing I'm doing now. Like I'm just putting out the music because I just want you to hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy this thing. And when those moments start coming and they start propelling you to the top, whether that moment is 2025, whether it's 2027, whether it's 2023, we don't know. But when you are that Lady X that we can't get a hold of anymore, you've got top 10s, you're going to be that person that is at a point where you're like, wow, this is what I've been chasing for all these years and it's now happening. When you do, or when you are that person, those moments, we're going to send you the next video, and this is the video that I'd like for us to create. I want you to speak to that Lady X at the top of her game.
Oh my gosh.
Who's now a superstar. At the top of your game.
At the top.
What would you like to say to that sister who's enjoying that success? What would you like to say? Speaking to yourself. Remember, I'm going to send you this video when you are there. I'll find a way somehow to send it back to you. So now when you are watching it in future, you'll be watching this video. What would you like to say to that girl, to that sister?
I hope you still have red hair. Kidding.
And look at her. Speak to her. Take your time. Speak to her.
Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Okay. I hope you're alive. I hope you love yourself. I hope you're humble. I hope you remember to tell your mother that you love her. Oh gosh. Sorry. This is emotional for me.
I know.
I don't know. I hope you're happy. I hope you're content with who you are. I hope you're okay with the mistakes that you've made. I hope that you've learned and you keep growing. And remember that your past does not define you. I'm proud of you. I hope you remember to look in the mirror and be proud of where you come from. Be proud of where you are. I hope you have a family, and I hope you instill love, honor, pride and knowledge in your children, in who they are and where they come from. I hope you spread love and humility. I hope you are constantly giving your all. And anybody got time for an ego, honey? Okay. And I hope that everybody that works with you looks at you with pride and is happy working with you. And you better treat everybody around you with kindness, with humility, with love. And I hope you've done Coachella at least 3 times. I hope you have been DJing all over the world. I hope you are an executive in one of the most incredible global labels, because Hunty, with all these degrees you've got, you better work. So I hope you're an executive. I hope you are one of the best DJs. I hope you have a Grammy. I hope you have a BET. I hope you have a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Summers. And be everything and anything that you have dreamt of. Yeah.
Lady X, we love you.
I love you.
I celebrate you, my sister.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait for those moments.
I hope so too.
Don't hope so. They've already happened. Claim it.
Claim it. I prophesy. It's coming.
And live in the moment and have fun.
I choose life. I choose life.
Choose life and
I have to, as somebody that suffers from depression and anxiety, I have to constantly remind myself to choose happiness, to choose life, to choose to wake up and be in each and every moment that I experience. So thank you for this.
You're incredible. Congratulations for your summer nominee.
Thank you. And y'all better be voting. Okay? You better be voting. Okay? Artist of the Year. Summer 28. Nita pa guys. Do number 19 pa. Star 120 star 33 121 hash option 1 Artist of the Year. Then you go next. It's number 19 for Lady X. Ni vote. Otherwise, it's on toll. Thank
Ladies
you,
and gentlemen, my sister, the amazing Lady X. We'll see you on the next video. I love you. Thank you,
I love you.
Blessings.
Bye-bye,
DJ Smooth Live presents